Hi everyone, I hope you've been well. I know, it's been forever. I was so swamped over the past few months with work, taking classes, taking care of my mental health, family stuff, you name it. But recently I accomplished a major life goal and I feel so much lighter because of it. As a result, I finally have time to make videos again. Yay! I thought about catching up with everyone via live stream, maybe on Instagram, but I'm not that technologically savvy. It still sounds fun to me, and if that's something you'd be interested in doing, let me know and we can chat about everything together. Moving on to today's video, we're going to be unboxing the cutest plushies in the world. As a fan of all things cute, I do not say this lightly. In front of me, I have the Hualian and Sunlang plushies from the company Mini Doll. Oh my goodness, my heart is melting. I actually had a different video planned for my YouTube comeback, but one look at the twinkle in Hualian's eyes and I swerved lanes. Hualian and Sunlang are the protagonists of Heaven Official's Blessing, which is one of the greatest gifts in my life. Earlier this month, the first volume of all three of Moxiang Tongxiu's novels came out, and honestly, it felt like the sky in my mind finally cleared up. I got into this fandom last fall, and it has been such a life changer. Because Hualian has two outfits, I'm going to unbox Sunlang first. My heart seriously can't handle this. I'm also so amused by how the dolls arrived naked. It makes sense, since there's a whole market for buying doll clothing, but it's still so funny to look at. I can't believe I'm dressing up dolls at my age. It's all so cute and tiny. I will say though, as cute as these dolls are, prepping them was one of the hardest things I had to do. All of my clips in this video are quite sped up because it took me over an hour from start to finish. At a few points, I actually had to go get help because it was hard to do the details with my nails. The struggle was real. But I guess this is what people would call a labor of love. As tough as it was also a lot of fun. Every step of the way, I was so enamored by all of these tiny things. One of my upcoming videos is a huge merch haul, and I'll probably talk about this more there. But oh my goodness, I am so thankful for these novels, and Heaven Official's Blessing in particular means so much to me. I was already familiar with the Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation through my friend, and after doing some digging, I found out about the animated adaptation of Heaven Official's Blessing. Of course, I checked it out immediately. Within the first episode, I was captivated. Even now, if not the whole season, I regularly rewatch the last 5 minutes of episode 1 because it's one of the loveliest things I've ever seen. Afterward, I rushed to buy the novel online, I found a fan translation, and I devoured it in days. I think it's so cool that the fan translator was eventually hired to translate the novel for 7 Seas. It's so touching seeing how dedicated and impactful the fandom is, and I genuinely feel so lucky to participate in it. I could wax poetic for hours about Hualian. I relate a lot to him. Obviously, I'm not a crown prince who ascended to godhood 3 times, but Hualian's experiences, being born with so much promise, being so optimistic, loving, and selfless, living with all of these grand and heavy expectations, and yet ultimately failing so miserably, well, I related to a lot of that. It actually kind of scared me how much I related to him and how much my life paralleled his, but that's another story I'm not yet ready to unpack. I touched on this earlier, but I do have 2 outfits for him. I wanted to put him in his wedding clothes first because, come on, who could resist seeing this cutie get married off? This is too much for my poor heart. He's just so cute. I actually feel privileged to be able to dress him. Anyway, being able to follow Hualian's journey and seeing how he tackled all of the crappy things he was forced to deal with made me want to deal with all of my problems too. The fact that even at his lowest, even on the verge of giving up again and again, he still managed to pull through by the skin of his teeth was so moving. And honestly, just thinking about it makes me want to cry. I've just never met anyone like him, and I'm so grateful that I did because he's helped me a lot. He's just so cool, isn't he? But yeah, not to be too dramatic, but he changed my life for the better. I wouldn't exactly call him a role model, but I admire his resilience. No one is born resilient, but we can try. And isn't that the most important thing? Just continuing to try? I feel like my self-love language must be buying myself things. Buying merch makes me feel so happy, and looking at my collection always puts a smile on my face. With these plushies, my mom saw these boxes before I did, and she was also so smitten. She loves plushies. I'm also trying to get her into BL, but we'll see how that goes. She dropped by mid-filming, and I was so excited to show her the results after. And that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Forget about me, I hope looking at these plushies made your day a little brighter. If you have any tips for improving my pronunciation, please let me know. I took one intro to Mandarin class several months ago where we covered pinyin, but it's definitely been a while since I've exposed myself to the language. If you celebrate any holidays or traditions this time of year, happy holidays! I hope you're having a great time. If you don't celebrate any holidays right now, I hope you enjoyed having some days off. If you didn't get any days off and are working right now, I appreciate you and everything that you're doing. For everyone, stay safe, happy, and healthy, do something fun. Thank you also for listening to me ramble on and on, like right now. It feels great making a video again. I thought about not talking at all in this video, but honestly, once I'm given a platform to speak, I'm incapable of doing anything else. Luckily for all of us, I'm going to drink some water and take a break now. I'll see you again, hopefully with a new video in a few days. Bye for now.